this government system, America, especially in America, like this year, like we all seen this whole economy is like through the roof. Like gas prices up, food prices, like it's affecting everybody. Like people, nobody wants to work no more. Like rent, essentials, like things that we need, water, food, shelter. That should be the least amount of money that we should spend. Like that should not be the most costly things. But people can't live, people can't eat, people can't drink. That, like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like but that's people blame it on capitalism. But worldwide, we should be able to access all necessities, no matter how much money you make. Like we should be all able to afford to live somewhere.
Yeah.
That should not be the most expensive. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And living in capitalism, we gotta worry about necessities and our wants. Like we gotta we work, so like we gotta live, right? Like it's just so much adding on. It's like I see a lot of people are being stressed and like more people getting depressed, and it's like that's a feeding back into the control system because like the government wants you at that. I saw some video. It was like some level of consciousness, but it's a certain level where the government keeps people at this mental state to where like they feed off that. Like they feed off the depression, the low states of people to keep them in systems of control because when the people are lower, if the government give them an inch of like some type of support or help, what I'm saying, they're going right to that and they'll fall right for the trap, like whatever it is, because the government gonna give us whatever.
Yeah.
And that's
they already doing with the not to even cut you off with the whole vaccine thing. Like, you get the vaccine, you get $1,000 bonus. Like, dang, like, all right, so that's how easy it is now,
right.
So like,
and it's like they already got us feeling like we're struggling mentally or whatever, so they're gonna get this vaccine, free weed, free get this vaccine, you get $500, you get a credit card, you get this and that, and we already need these things, so it's like they got it right where they want us.
Exactly. And like even with the whole capitalism thing, like, all right, so that's how the system has been made, is hierarchies, so like middle class, lower class, so they always want to keep this this balance. I mean, this balance of people who's in poverty versus people that's middle class and higher class and stuff like that. But I always come back to the people because I feel like, all right, we made the government our God for so long over the past years to where, all right, now we got to come to each other and stuff like that. So like, all right, so how can we push ourselves out this mindset to actually rise above the government, rise above, depending on them so much, so like, I don't know, just getting better structures to where we can like feed our minds to where we're not in that trap so much,
Right.
We always fall in that trap, like even the natural things like having kids and stuff like that. Like, all right, if you have more than 3 kids, like you might have to depend on the government at that point,
right.
Like, for some people.
But it shouldn't even be like that.
It shouldn't be like that, so like it should be to where we have to develop our consciences as people to the point where we don't put ourselves in that position in the first place, so
especially here, because like
there's a lot of complaints on capitalism and stuff like that, but like it should be people that actually want to strive to actually rise above the box that they just been put in their
right.
entire lives.
There's nothing wrong with that, but necessities do not need to be I don't feel like that should be a part of a capitalistic society. That should be already provided. We should like water should be free, all that. But I see what you're saying. You're saying striving. Some people don't want to do that. For those that want to, they should be able to. If you want to get a bigger whatever it may be, get your own business or whatever. You want to grow your own company. That's all good. That's I'm for all that. But if it's people out here who can't eat, and it's like, we living in a society where it's billionaires and it's people out here who can't, who literally they're starving, like 1 meal a day, and they struggling. They got kids. Like all that should be readily available. That should not be expensive, because when you add up all bills and all that, like everything gets it's very expensive living here, honestly, in America, and
it gets expensive. And like I always try to think of so what can be the solution to having necessities and stuff like that. So, all right, so if these people in power, like these billionaires and stuff like that, yo, we don't know that it can be in our own hands to like, okay, all right, so whoever's making $1 billion, all right, I have a foundation to where I provide water for everybody, bro. Not no class or nothing like that, but like actually get together as people. And that's the thing that we got to get on is like
greed.
It's just greed at this
Billionaires
point,
be greedy, bro. It's too much money out here.
It's too much money out here, and it's just like a real selfish state of mind that most people live in. Even like the people that have a couple thousands coming in and stuff like that, they still don't want to. Spread the money or something crazy.
Like that. Like all millionaires and billionaires should they should like I guess be required, like you said, to let's say I got like 50 mil, or like let's say my net worth is 50 million, right? All right, so let's say I'm a citizen of America, right? Okay, so let's say every millionaire in America is required to support one foundation in their community, may that be a homeless shelter or a food bank or anything. They should be able to provide something for that, because that's not cutting anything into their check. $50 million is your net worth. You could support somebody's food bank in your community or whatever.
Most definitely.
But that's why I feel like they be doing systematic stuff with that, because you see what they do in communities, especially in different communities, in black communities. They put a church, and then they put a liquor store right across the street, and then they put they all in that one area, and they're stuck in these little cycles to where gang activities and drugs and all that, and it's like people who stuck in that feel like they're stuck in that system. And then it's systems with Hispanics. All the Hispanics, they work. There's working. It's always some Hispanic business working. Like, it's a lot of them. Not like, I'm just saying this was really would be real. So like when they put like lockdown on these communities, it puts them in traps to where we feel like we can't get out of them. And it's like, that's literally what's holding them back. Cause like, imagine if every millionaire here, they say America has the most millionaires in the world, I think. Yeah. And like, so imagine if all these millionaires just paid like, just 5% back to the community. Cause it's like, you don't need all that money, bro. Like you just don't. And it's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. Like, I get it. You work for your money, you're going to want to, like keep all that or whatever. But it comes to a point where like, I feel like when you get to a certain amount of money, it's like spending certain things doesn't even matter. It doesn't even hurt you. So it's like, what's even the reason? Like, there's nothing holding anybody back from helping anybody else out. It's enough money. It's enough for us all here, honestly.
I mean, and people that has the most money is just, all right, so like Kanye West said, like no one man should have all that power. So all these people that have the money is just trying to make. All right, so that's how it started even in the beginning of time. Like, all right, so the kings and stuff like that, they have money and all type of jewels and stuff. So their main thing was to stay in that position. Yeah. So like, it's not like it's I feel like it's to where like, all right, you get that much money, you want to keep people in control as much as possible.
Right.
So you making like Bezos money, you're trying to update Amazon to be the greatest website of all time. So you're constantly in the state of mind where you're trying to rule over people, but just because of that, just because of the money, I mean, it says in all types of ancient strips and stuff like that, just having that type of money, like what that can do to you, So like, it seemed like nobody actually want to come to that point where they actually want to actually help others, like for real.
It gets like, addicting, cause like you get, let's say you get.
It's like a game. It gets like a game.
Yeah, bro. You start getting
Life
money.
Is a game,
and you want to keep getting more. I got $1 million. Got to get 10 million. You got 10 million. Oh man, I gotta be a billionaire now. Like you just keep going. It's like you can only go so high sometimes, and it's like sometimes you'll lose. I remember it was a J. Cole interview that he was talking about that. Like he was saying like he was getting caught up like the whole gimme. You want to be the best rapper. You want to be the best. And like you start losing yourself when you get caught up into that, because like you so focused on getting that. You so focused and you lose sight of what's really important sometimes. Because it's like, that shit, like you can forget your morals. You know what I'm saying? You put everything on the line, and it's like in the process you lost yourself. And it's like that's a lot. That's what happens a lot in America, I feel like, and a lot with a lot of rich people. And it's not every rich person not like that though. Like it's a lot of people I'm not gonna sit here and act like there ain't people that's not giving back, but it is a lot of rich people that don't give back.